Excuse me, I have slides. Oh no. Hey. Hello? Okay. So now, what if I told you that the most powerful tool in the world... Hello. Okay. So, what if I told you that the most powerful tool in the world isn't a supercomputer, the internet, or even cell phones? Never mind, when ditching this. It's a simple three-letter word. A word so simple that toddlers say it on repeat until adults run out of answers. Now it decides to work.
I think this was all.
That word? Why? It's what turns everyday ordinary things into something new and exciting. It's also the reason we have airplanes, the internet, and somehow pineapple on pizza. But before we begin, let me ask you this. Why is it that no matter how many times you say to yourself, I'm just gonna eat one chip, you end up finishing the entire bag? That's the kind of why that keeps me up at night. Now, I want you to think of some of the greatest inventions and discoveries all across the world. Could it be the telescope, the internet, or the light bulb? All these started with a simple why. Thomas Edison asked, why can't we have light without fire? Though, imagine a time we would still be using candles. Yikes. Galileo Galilei asked, why can't we see into space? Tim Berners-Lee asked, why can't we share information all across the world? And now we have the internet, which connects billions of people. And of course, it gave us cat videos. But curiosity isn't just for scientists or inventors, it's for everyone. It's for you and me. When we ask why, we challenge the way things work. And just think, you might be the person that asks the question that changes the world. Or at least finds a way to get Wi-Fi that works all around your house. Now, you may be thinking, I'm just a kid. What can my curiosity do to the world? Well, let me tell you a story. Actually, my story. Eh? Okay, sorry. No, I love fashion and design. Not just wearing cool outfits, but understanding how clothes are made, how trends are started, and most importantly, how can we make fashion more sustainable? So, one day I wondered, why do we throw away so many clothes? Why do we use so many plastic bags? So I looked into it, and it turns out the fashion industry produces 92 million tons of fashion waste per year. That's enough to fill KLCC 108 times. And on top of that, we use 1 million plastic bags per minute. That's 5 trillion per year. I can't even picture 5 trillion of anything. So this got me wondering, why aren't we doing anything to fix this? What if instead of constantly buying new things, we found ways to reuse what we already have? This got me experimenting, and I found out about thrift shopping, upcycling, and sustainable brands. And that's not all. I even started selling my own hand-drawn tote bags so people would use less plastic. At first, I didn't expect much. Well, maybe my mom would buy 3 because I'm a son after all. But people love them. All this, my small business, my new way of thinking, it all started with why. But still, you see, curiosity isn't about solving big global problems. It's about making a difference in your school, your community, or even just your home. When we ask why, we take problems and turn them into new opportunities. And besides, you might be the one that asks the question that changes the world, or at least finds a way to make vegetables taste good. Now, let's be honest. Asking why isn't always easy. Sometimes people might think your ideas are silly or not useful. They might just say, that's the way it is. It's just clothes. It's just plastic bags, they would say. But to me, it's bigger than that. It's about finding better ways to do things, questioning ways, and someday, even changing the industry. And let's be real, all the best ideas probably started when somebody said, what if we do this, but totally different? And besides, who else is going to ask why when the Wi-Fi is so slow? One day, at a family gathering, I saw two aunties arguing about whether a glass was half empty or half full. This got me wondering, why do people see things so differently? In school, when a friend struggled with math, instead of thinking, maybe he's just bad at it, I thought, what if he just hasn't found the right way to learn? Curiosity has taught me that perspective shapes everything, not just what we see, but what we believe is possible. And now, I want to challenge you. Next time you wonder about something, don't ignore it. Chase it. And just maybe, you could be the person that finds the answer to creating world peace. Or at least why the last slice of pizza always disappears right before you get to it. Thank you.